I'm a PlayStation. I'm a PlayStation fan too. Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
It's my opinion. I'm a neutral.
Hello, FTC. But this is great. But this is great for gamers.
It looks like DLC. I'm only human.
Cut the cap. What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona and one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. Coming at you guys with episode 205 of When Persona Speaks, and oh boy, is it going to be a good one, okay? We are going to talk today, because I have a lot to say. I'm fired up, ladies and gentlemen, and I got a new sound on the soundboard that I know y'all are gonna love. I'll let y'all guess what it is in the chat, but y'all know how I like to do things. I want to shout the chat out, shout everybody out, man. Listen, happy Friday, right? If you're at work, I hope I can get you through your work day, right? If you are coming home from work, I hope I can get you through your commute home from work or from school or wherever, right? If you're at home and you're cooking dinner or doing homework or studying or whatever, I hope I can get you through your session. Listen, you might be taking a shower. I don't know. Cleanliness is closer to godliness, okay? I just appreciate you putting me on. Listen, you might be having a marital with the significant other. I don't know. I just appreciate you putting me on. It's When Persona Speaks. You understand? It's a can't miss episode. It's When Persona Speaks. Let me speak, okay? But listen, man, happy Friday. It is hot. Listen, guys, it's hot. It is hot outside, all right? Listen, it was hot this morning. Right, I went out this morning, I touch grass, because, oh my God, I'm outside doing my, my adult things, errands and stuff. And I'm like, why is it so hot? It's like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Why is it so hot? And then later on, I went outside for a walk, right? Let the sun touch your face. You understand? It's important, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to let the sun touch your face, okay? It's important, right? Because you want to get that natural sunlight on your skin. You understand? It's good to get that natural sunlight, the sun rays, okay? Definitely let the sun hit you every once in a while, okay, guys? Right? I understand the pandemic has made a lot of us homebodies and whatnot, which, listen, ain't nothing wrong with that, because my idea of a fun Friday night is most definitely gaming it up. You understand? So I get it. I'm not going to judge you. Okay? The pandemic has turned a lot of us into homebodies, and that's okay. Because there ain't nothing out there in the streets, no way, right? But definitely go outside and definitely let the sun hit your face. It's not vitamin C, Lorenzo, it's vitamin D. Oh, I didn't want to say vitamin D because, oh, shit! I had the sound on. Oh my God. I didn't know I had the sound on. I didn't know I had the voice on. Oh shit. I'm looking at the chat and they're like, yo, Persona, are you supposed to sound like this? And I'm like, what? Sound like what? What are you talking about? I look at the damn Go XLR and I see I got the damn sound on. Oh my God. Hey, yo, my fault, man. My fault, man. My fault. Oh man, yo. What am I doing? Listen, it's Friday, guys. Cut me some slack. If this was a Monday show, you can kick my shins. It's Friday, all right? Cut me some slack on the Friday show, okay? But yeah, it's important to all right, so like I was saying, I think, I know the pandemic has turned a lot of us into homebodies, right? But it's still important to go outside to, let the sun touch your face, okay? Let the sun rays beam down upon thee, okay? It's very important. But listen, we're gonna talk today, guys. We're gonna have a really good show, really good conversation. We're gonna talk today. We absolutely gonna talk today, guys. Trust. Right? But where are my manners? Before we do anything, we got to shout out the folks in the chat. We got to shout out the lovely people in the chat. And listen, if you enjoy the show, if you enjoy the content, if you want to see the channel grow and all that good stuff, definitely share out the stream, hit the like button, all that good stuff. Definitely do that if you enjoy the content, right? But let me shout out the chat. All right. Yo, Carl Anchor in the building. Carl, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Kyle Ward 789. Kyle, how you feeling today, bro? I appreciate you coming through, pulling up. Strictly in the building. They got my boy Strick. Shout out to you, Strick, bro. I appreciate you, man. Forsaken Jonathan in the building. Forsaken, how you feeling today, man? Appreciate you. Ice Queen Gaming in the building. Ice Queen, I'm gonna need you to use your ice powers, man, and make it cold everywhere. It's too hot out here. We need some coldness. We need some cold. So definitely use your powers and chill the chat, Ice Queen, and make sure we all nice and cool, right? DC Gaming in the building. DC, how you feeling today, bro? I hope you good. Hope everything's good with you, bro. Cloud Strife in the building. Cloud Strife.
I'm only human.
Yes, sir. I am only human, and you can't judge me, okay? SIE in the building. SIE, how you feeling today, man? I hope you're good. Macho Channel. Macho, how you feeling today, man? Was sounding like God. Yo, my fault, man. I forgot I had it on, man. It was for the soundboard. It was for the soundboard. Wait till you hear the sound, guys. And this one is gonna permanently stay. I think y'all gonna like it. I know y'all are gonna love it. I know y'all gonna love it. But let's get through. Let's shout out the rest of the chat real quick. Yo, Team Ambush in the building. Team Ambush, what's good, bro? Yo, Vel R in the building. Vel, how you feeling today, man? Appreciate you. Yo, Lorenzo Carson in the building. Lorenzo, how you feeling today, bro? Appreciate you, bro. Batter A in the building. I try to get some outside cardio once in a while. Yo, listen, man, that stuff is important. You know, I think that stuff is very important, man. I try to get a walk in, like try to get 30 minutes every day. You know, do my walks and whatnot. You know, keep the heart rate up, man. It's important. Amun-Ra 3K, what's good? Appreciate you. Andy in the building. Andy, how you feeling today, man? He says, Persona in the bathroom making a massive, man. Nah, man. Oh, man. Yo, Philip DVG, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Who else is here, man? Yo, Braxton Bo, what's good, Braxton? Johnny Gaming in the building. Johnny, how you feeling today, bro? Jay Swade, how you feeling today, man? Philip K in the building. Philip, how you feeling today, man? King 1710, King, how you feeling, man? Appreciate you. Kelvin Smith in the building. Kelvin, how you feeling today, man? Delayed Saint in the building. Delayed, what's good? He says, skip all BS cap. Get strict in here ASAP. Huh? Delayed Saint, what you talking about, man? Caution in the building. Caution, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Who else is here? Fraudo Baggins, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Pulling up Valhalla Outcast, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Viper Reaps Corner in the building. Viper, how you feeling today, man? Happy Friday to you, man. Star Guardian 88 in the building. Star Guardian, what's good, bro? Foxing around Austin. What's good, Fox? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Round of applause for the folks in the chat. Yo, Black Frost, what's good with you, bro? Appreciate you. Karan Williams, Karan, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Make sure I get everybody. Black Frost, Sonic Moore, Sonic, what's good, bro? Appreciate you, man. DC said, doing good, bro. Thanks for asking. Episode, glad to make it to another Friday. Yeah, facts, man. Arcade Gamer, what's good, Arcade? I appreciate you, bro. J Doggy, what's good? Hen10, what's going on with you? Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know, another round of applause for the folks in the chat, man. Yo, it's Daps. What's up, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, listen. So, yo, Stardust and Sarah, what's up, man? So, y'all want to know what the new sound is, guys? Y'all want to know? So, listen. Since we keep revisiting this conversation, I think it's only fitting that we permanently add this to the soundboard. And I think you all know where I'm going with this. Yo, Upchuck Gaming, what's good, bro? I think y'all know where I'm going with this, right? We keep it since the start of this generation. Since the start of this generation, this conversation has continuously come up in podcasts, on Twitter, and on social media, right? It's only fitting that we permanently add this soundbite to the board. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready in the chat? Yo, PS Rewind, what's good, bro? Are y'all ready in the chat? Are y'all ready for the sound? Are y'all ready for the soundboard? Are you ready for the soundbite? Are y'all ready? Uh-oh. Call Anchor, get out my head. Here we go.
It shouldn't cost $70. 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 It shouldn't cost it shouldn't cost $70. It shouldn't cost it shouldn't cost $70. It shouldn't cost $70.
Of course we had to add the $70 soundbite to the soundboard. You know we had to add that to the sound. It was only fitting. And I'm thinking, Persona, why didn't you add this to the soundboard sooner? This should have been on the soundboard last year. Why did I wait so long? It's okay, because it's gonna be on the soundboard permanently. It is permanently on the soundboard. And you know where I have it right next to, right? I have this sound right next to the legendary.
It looks like DLC. It looks like DLC. It shouldn't cost $70. It looks like DLC. It shouldn't cost $70. It looks like DLC. It shouldn't cost $70. It looks like DLC. It shouldn't cost $70.
I had to make sure that they were side by side. Oh God. Ayo.
It looks like DLC. It shouldn't cost $70.
Oh shit. Oh God. Oh God. Oh shit. Yo, Black Man, what's good, bro? Hey, yo, listen, man. Yo, I love this community. Because this community is the funniest fucking community in the world. Hold on, guys. This community is the funniest community in the world. Only the gaming community, and really and truly only on Twitter, right? So you see the title. Yo, Viper Reese, appreciate you for the super chat. He says Epiphany, $70 DLC. Absolutely. So let's talk, right? Because you see the title of this podcast. Hey, Catwoman in the building, Stone, what's good? You see the title of the podcast, right? You see the title. The Last of Us Remake has social media gamers emotional. So I want to start by saying this because I want to put the disclaimer out there. I want to put the disclaimer out there. And I'm going to say this a couple times throughout the show. I want to put the disclaimer out there. PlayStation and Naughty Dog messed up. Uh-oh, I just admitted that PlayStation messed up on something. That doesn't make me, huh? Am I kicked out the PlayStation Nation? Absolutely not. PlayStation and Naughty Dog messed up. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get at the community. We're gonna get at the community's emotionalized people on Twitter. Trust. I just want to talk about PlayStation and Naughty Dog for a second. PlayStation and Naughty Dog messed up. Here's why. Here's why, right? Because narrative. And I was saying this yesterday. Seto Kaiba, what's good? I was saying this yesterday on I was in Guapzilla's spaces. Shout out to Guap. And I was saying it in there. I said it on, I was on 6 podcasts earlier today. You know, I chimed in real quick. PlayStation messed up. They lost control of the narrative. And this is not the first time that this has happened. Yo, Pain, what's good, man? This is not the first time that this has happened. PlayStation, especially with Naughty Dog. I don't know what it is with Naughty Dog, man. Like, I have never, I have never seen leaks as bad as what they come from Naughty Dog, which is so crazy because Naughty Dog is like top dog, like one of, if not the best studio app on the PlayStation, or one of, you know, I would definitely put it in the top 3, right? Where these leaks keep getting out. Now, listen, put your tinfoil hats on for a second, guys. A part of me wants to believe that these leaks are from Naughty Dog themselves, to see public perception and stir the pot, just to swoop in and be like, ah, gotcha. This is what it's really about. You get what I'm saying? Part of me thinks that, and then again, that's a conspiracy. We put on our tinfoil hats and stuff like that, right? But then the other side of me is like, yo, call a plumber, whatever you got to do, man. Put some drywall up, whatever the fuck you got to do to stop these leaks from happening, because it's crazy how much this keeps happening at Naughty Dog. What makes it so mind-blowing is it's Naughty Dog. It's not, and I'm just like, bro, what is going on? Iron Panther, what's good, bro? What is going on? Naughty Dog, you definitely need to tighten up. PlayStation, you definitely need to tighten up. Because once again, another narrative has slipped out of your hands. Because you sat on information for too long. And I talked about this yesterday, and I'll go more in depth today. But it's important for PlayStation to be able to control the narrative in these situations. It's important for PlayStation to control this narrative, because we know, especially in the age of social media, where we know how rapidly misinformation can spread, how easily things can be misconstrued, and how oftentimes the full information is never conveyed. So a lot of the time, people are going off of half truths, or half, you know, only a small piece of information, and they don't have the whole pie. And this is when people in this community just start running rampant and making their videos and making their spaces and making their tweets and want to be angry and want to be mad and all this crazy shit. This is part of this. I would say a large portion of this is PlayStation's fault, because you have to get out in front of these things. Especially when we know how people, Jesus, what's good, bro? Especially when we know how people can be in this community. And I'm not just speaking like our community, I'm talking like in media and you know, these leakers and all this crazy shit that's going on. You have to control the narrative 100% of the time. Now, it might take, in Naughty Dog's case, it might take you, Neil, and the president and everybody else to sit down and be like, all right, what's going on at the studio? Because we need to plug these holes in these leaks. This has to stop. Like, this legit has to stop. It happened. Lucy, what's up? It happened with Last of Us Part 2 when the death of Joel leaked. The factions leaked, right? Back in 2020. Last of Us Remake leaked. Like literally a couple hours before Neil Druckmann went on stage on Summer Game Fest. The fucking gameplay leaked. This shit is happening and this is within a span of 2 years. This is within a 2-year time frame that this stuff is happening. This is a problem. PlayStation, you need to fix this, because the last thing you want is to lose control of the narrative. Right? Now, the video, they did release a video yesterday, and I do, you know, I liked what I saw, and we're going to break that down. We're going to really talk. Listen, if you got dinner cooking in the oven, go get your dinner, get you some snacks, kick your feet up, man. If you got the game, if you're playing the game, hope you're doing a long session, kick your feet up, man. We're going to talk. We're going to be here. We're going to talk. Let me get you Superchats. before I continue, let me get these super chats. Yo, Andy, man, appreciate you for the super chat, bro. He says, Naughty Dog needs to hire Persona, DC, Strick, and Meath to form a cybersecurity team to get control of these leaks. Hey, yo, Andy, I'm saying, yo, listen, Naughty Dog, you feel me? This the dream team. You understand? Me, Andy, Strick, and DC, the cybersecurity gods out here. You understand? The IT gods. Listen, I'm not cheap either, Naughty Dog, PlayStation, but you understand? I mean, you're gonna get some high quality work. You understand? You're gonna get a high quality. Ain't no leak. Ain't no more leaks coming. At least 145, 150. Only 150, 165. You know, around that ballpark. You know, I ain't going no lower than 150 though. PlayStation, you can afford it. I ain't going no lower than 150. Come holla at me, PlayStation. Come holla at me. But yeah, I agree, Andy. I agree. Yo, DC, man, appreciate you for the super chat, bro. He says, if they showed the video they released yesterday when they announced it, all this could have been avoided. Don't think it was them testing the waters. They already saw how they went with Last Pursuit. That's what I'm saying. I agree 100%, DC. 100%. That's why I was getting at too. That should have been shown. Like, all right, so you don't want to, that's a 10-minute video. It's a lot there. I get you, I get you not wanting to show it on the Summer Game Fest stage. Fine. I think when the game went gold, you should have dropped that. And the game went gold, when was it? Last week. Yeah, last week. Last week, the game went gold. They should have dropped that last week when the game went gold. A cool way to show that the game went gold would have been to drop that video. And they could have got ahead of the leaks. They could have got ahead of the bullshit. Could have got ahead of the onslaught of fake outrage and crying and all this bullshit that we tend to see on social media all the time. They could have got ahead of all of that. All of it. So I have to put the blame on PlayStation and Naughty Dog in that department. You got to control the narrative. You can't sit on this information too long. Now, to play devil's advocate, I do understand that PlayStation, they have a content release schedule, news release schedule. Like, they have a schedule for things. So, whenever they were going to release this video, it was on a schedule. It probably was, and clearly the video was done, right? Because it was high quality. It looked good. They had already did these interviews and showed off why what was changed. Like, they already did all that. This I wouldn't be surprised if this was already made at the beginning of this month or at the end of last month, right? I wouldn't be surprised if this was made for at least 3 months now or something like that, right? But I understand that PlayStation has a content release schedule, but in these types of situations, you gotta change it up a little bit, man. You have to capitalize on certain moments and certain opportunities, because even with the God of War situation with Ragnarok, right? Listen, I think all of us, Terry Henderson, what's good, man? I think all of us can agree that God of War Ragnarok is, we all are super duper excited for that game, right? Gamers have spoken, the collector's editions and the Jotnar editions are sold out, and people are buying this game all over the place, right? Like, this game is definitely going to do numbers. Everyone is excited, most anticipated game, blah, 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 all that good stuff, right? But let's go back to the situation with the snitch, or the situation with the missed opportunity, the missed opportunity on 420. April 20th was the 4-year anniversary of God of War 2018. That would have been a prime time to release that trailer, release that new that CG Father-Son trailer, and drop the article with the pre-orders. And the way they could have still played it up, like, hey, expect pre-orders to go, release date and pre-orders gonna happen in June or July or whatever, and blah blah blah. Like, it could have been a whole spec. Like, we would have been good if they would have dropped it at the time. No, what happened was the snitch dropped what he dropped. PlayStation pushed it back because they controlled that. Listen, and I was pissed off that PlayStation did that, but also I looked at that as, hey, yo, PlayStation is letting people know, no, we control the narrative, we control when we do shit. Now, obviously, there probably been some other backroom dealings as to why that didn't happen, right? But on the surface level, this is what it looks like because of what the snitch did and what they did right after, especially when, it was pretty much all but slated to be, the news was slated to be dropped that week. right? But I think when it comes to the collector's edition and all that stuff, the leakers even got ahead of that, because Tom Henderson, he dropped the article with the damn Jotnar edition and all that stuff already leaked. Now, obviously, seeing Ryan Hurst, you know, who plays Thor in the game, seeing him unbox it and actually seeing it unboxed and all that, obviously it was still very amazing to see and super exciting. But it's just another example of PlayStation not getting being ahead of the curve when it comes to the news, when it comes to the news drops, when it comes to these new, to the leaks and all this other bullshit. PlayStation has to fix that, man. They have to, because it's now becoming a bigger problem, because it's causing unnecessary outrage or fake outrage and all this craziness that we see in the community. And listen, we're gonna touch on that too, but it's causing bad news, a bad string of news to start propping up and spreading around when it doesn't need to. Because when you're upfront and when you're upfront with shit and put shit out like, hey, look, this is what it is, this is what it ain't, there is no room for misinterpretation. There is no room for things to be misconstrued. It's crazy. Hey, they go the other half of Wups in the building. Shout out to my boy Barry, man. Round of applause to my boy Barry. What's Up PlayStation Podcast this Saturday morning, 11 a.m. With me and Barry, man. Episode 92 is this Saturday. Don't miss it. Me and Barry definitely gonna chop it up. I can't wait to talk to him about all of this. It's gonna be a good show, I promise, right? But yo, let me get these supers. Yo, Strictly, bro, I appreciate you for the super chat, man. Shout out to my bro Strick. Always appreciate you, brother. Oh, real quick too, before I read Strick super chat, somebody in the community, they hit me up. They say, yo, Persona. I say, yo, what's good? They say, yo, Persona. I say, yo, what's goody? They say, hey, yo, Persona. Hey, yo, look. I said, oh, you taking my lingo. What's going on? Hey, yo, look. And they was like, yo, man, I'm about to throw you this 30 beans real quick. It's just people trying to say that, oh, Stray is too expensive. We gonna throw Stray at them real quick. Now, I don't have, so here's the thing. I don't have the giveaway shit set up on this. Do I have it on this channel? Let me see. What is it? Streamlabs. Log in with YouTube. I don't know if I have Streamlabs set up on this channel. Not the giveaway shit. I might. Let me see. But I'm gonna do a giveaway because they threw me 30 beans and was like, yo, man, do a giveaway. I was like, all right. Now, unfortunately, I can't buy Stray with I can't buy Stray, like, no, there's no digital code for me to buy it. So what I'm gonna do is just do a $30 PSN card giveaway for y'all in the channel. I just want to figure out how to get that, and so we're gonna do that, man. We're gonna do that. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna do that, right? So, you know, shout out to the person that donated the $30. Definitely appreciate you. You are good peoples. There's a lot of great people in this community, though. Real talk. It's a lot of great, awesome people in this community that do a lot of awesome things. Which is why I say, like, yo, this community is dope, man. Like, it really is it is a great community. Like, real talk. There's a lot of weirdos. Like, don't get it twisted, man. There's a lot of weirdos in this community. It really is. There's a lot of weirdos in this fucking community. But there's also a lot of great people. But a lot of people can't see that. You know, they just think, oh, well, you know, you're trying to. Let me see. I'm gonna edit this real quick. PSN card giveaway. $30. I'm gonna set it for I'm gonna set it for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Permissions is everyone. Save. All right, let me see if this works. Let me see if it works in the chat. If it don't work, then I'll fix it. If it doesn't work, then I'll just do like a, you know, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10 type shit. There we go. All right, it works. Cool. All right, so y'all do the iRaffle thing, and you know, I'm giving away a $30 PSN card for y'all to buy Stray or whatever you want to do with it, right? You don't have to buy Stray, but you know, if you want to you know, buy PS Plus, whatever the fuck you do. Listen, it's a $30 PSN card. You do whatever the fuck you want, right? You could go and trade it for a steak sandwich or some shit. I don't fucking know. Like, do whatever you want with it, right? But okay, so while that happens, man, shout out to y'all. Like I said, man, you know, appreciate y'all so much, and I appreciate the person that donated the $30 for the giveaway. I really appreciate you. Round of applause to that person, right? Big shout out to that person, man, because like I said, there's a lot of great people, a lot of great people out here, man. So shout out to y'all, and it's a $30 PSN card. So good luck to whoever wins it. Y'all got 30 minutes, and the giveaway will end, right? But let me get these super chats while y'all do that, right? Oh damn, let me make sure I don't miss these. So again, shout out to Strick, man. I appreciate you for the super chat. Strick says, I think that blog was supposed to drop for the PlayStation showcase on September 1st. My theory, but when they seen the backlash, they sped that up. I mean, they dropped it at like 8 p.m. Respect, brother. So here's what I think. I think that I think that blog or that blog post with that video, I actually think that was supposed to drop around the Gamescom time, because Gamescom wasn't going to be PlayStation isn't going to be at Gamescom, so I feel like they were going to drop something like that, something substantial like that, so that they could, you know, do what they do, right? Like, oh, you know, we're not at Gamescom, but you know, we still dropping some cool news or whatever. I feel like because Gamescom was going to be between, it's going to be between, I think, August 24th and 26th. So it would have been cool. You know, I feel like they probably would have dropped it around that time. Plus, that was like a week or two before the game was going to release. So I feel like that would have been a prime time to drop it and, you know, get everybody even more excited. You know, show off what's really going on. But again, I even think, if, you know, let's just playing around with that theory, even if it was supposed to drop during that Gamescom time, I even think that's too far away. That's way too far away, man. That is way too far away. So I think when the game went gold, they should have dropped that video. When the game went gold. And the fact that they missed that opportunity, like I said, once again, somebody else is controlling the narrative. Not a good look. PlayStation, get it together. And yo, Bari in the building, man. Shout out to my boy Bari, man. 16 months as a member on the channel. He says, I'm taking my talents to Xbox. Phil, I'm coming. Pause. Hey, yo, Bari, what you talking about? Hey, yo, shout out to Bari, man. Appreciate you, bro. And then shout out to Mystical Tryhard Guy Uchiha, man. 16 months as a member on the channel. Oh, he says, hope everyone is having a wonderful start to their weekend, and your boy can't wait for all that greatness this fall. Mystical Tryhard Guy, you already know we are gaming heavy this fall and this holiday. Listen, it's gonna be glorious, guys. It's a lot of great games on the horizon. Can't wait. Shout out to you, Mystical Tryhard Guy. And then DC Gaming, appreciate you. 2 months as a member on the channel. Appreciate you, DC, always. DC says, I hope PlayStation brings back the digital codes for games. Would love to be dropping codes in the chat. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hope they do bring that back at some point, because it would be cool. Or if they won't do that, at least do game gifting on PlayStation Store, where you can gift games to your friends and shit. If they incorporate game gifting, oh boy. You feel me? Like, hey, I'm gonna be gifting like a motherfucker. You feel me? I'll definitely do some game gifting if they do that. But if, you know, either or would be great. But I agree, DC. Yeah, that's a big pause. Shout out to Killer Cam. Shout out to y'all in the chat, right? But see, there's another side. So, you know, we've done bashing PlayStation's legs in, you know, and I know certain people are happy. Oh yeah, Persona. Oh, Persona, you're making fun, you're getting that PlayStation. That's what I love to hear, Persona. You know how people get, right? They love when they hear PlayStation fans get at PlayStation. Like that's a normal, that like that's like as if that's abnormal. Like, yo, let me tell you something about this community. This community is very weird, right? People love to hear when you get in that a brand or something that you prefer. They love that shit. Like, oh yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. But and I'm like, that's normal. Anyone that's a fan of something is going to be critical, right? Like, contrary to popular belief, like, guys, I tell you guys all the time, I prefer PlayStation, right? I've preferred PlayStation since PS2. You understand? Like, it's always been my preferred platform, right? And I have no issues speaking on where PlayStation is lacking. But see, here's the problem. A lot of people want you to speak on the shit that they don't like, or expect you not to like the shit that they don't like. And if you don't like the shit that they don't like, then you're a fanboy and you're toxic. Get the fuck out of here, man.
It's my opinion.
That's not how this works, right? Contrary to popular belief, that's not how this works. Okay? Just because you dislike something that has to do with PlayStation doesn't mean that I'm going to align with that. And because I don't align with that, that means that no. But I most definitely will speak on the shit that I personally disagree with PlayStation, that I think PlayStation needs to fix. And I think this narrative bullshit and these leaks and all this other shit, PlayStation needs to fix that. If they don't fix that, it's gonna be a real funky generation, because these leaks are gonna keep happening. Like yo, real talk, I think I might sign out of Twitter 2 weeks before God of War releases. That's how worried I am when it comes to PlayStation and these leaks in the narrative. I do not, real talk, guys, I do not want a repeat of The Last of Us 2, because when The Last of Us 2 leaks hit, I was avoiding them perfectly. I was navigating through. There was no issues. I was avoiding them perfectly. I forgot what post I looked under a gaming post, and I seen and you know, you scrolling, and I seen the goddamn clip. I just saw it. Like I scrolled, and then I seen the video playing. I'm like, what's this? And I was like, damn it, man. And I saw it. And that's how it got spoiled for me. And obviously, seeing that didn't really anger me. Like, I wasn't angry when I saw Joel die, because I'm just like, I was kind of, when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, what? Yo, why they do that to Joel? Like, I wanted to actually play the game even more, because I wanted to see why old girl was doing that to Joel. Like, what is going on here? I need to see this. This story is about to go crazy if they doing shit like this to Joel. What is going on here? Right? That's how I personally felt. Obviously, there was a lot of other people. Oh no, not Daddy Joel. Oh my God. Why is he? Oh no, don't kill him. He's the only father figure I had. Joel's the only father figure I had. I don't have a daddy in real life. I looked up to Joel. Joel taught me how to be a better man. Like, shut up. Like, it's a character, bro. Like, shut up. You feel me? But with God of War Ragnarok, this is my most anticipated game of this generation so far, and this is my most anticipated game of this year. I do not want a single thing from this game spoiled. I legit might sign out of Twitter like 2 weeks before the game drops. I'm not even kidding. I'm contemplating doing that. Signing off of Twitter like 2 weeks before the game drop. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm dead ass. I am dead ass. I think I'm gonna do that. Real talk, guys. Jiggery Pokery, what's up, man? But yo, listen. Let's talk about the other side of this now, right, guys? So here's the other side of it. It's the community side, which, you know, I love talking about the community.
It's my opinion.
The It's My Opinion crew. You know, I love talking about the community and its hypocrisy, or the community and this bullshit. So the leak happens, right? and PlayStation, no, excuse me, scratch that. The leak happens and the community is now in a frenzy. Everyone is like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Well, this is so wrong. Naughty Dog, how could you do this to me? It doesn't look like that good. It looks like DLC. It shouldn't cost $70. 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 It shouldn't cost $70. Naughty Dog, PlayStation. Oh, this is a cash grab. It's a cash grab. Why are you ripping off gamers? Oh my God, this is so anti-consumer. It shouldn't cost $70.
All up and down my timeline, that's all I fucking saw, was people crying and complaining off of a leak. People were tagging me like crazy. Oh, Persona, look at this. Persona, look at this. Persona, look at this. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, the first thing that came to my mind was, what build is this? Is this a fresh build? The second thing that came to my mind is, why does shit look so ashy? Why does it look so ashy? This is a PlayStation 5 game now. Why does this look ashy like this? I don't know about all this, man. This look a little fun. This looks funky. The third thing I'm asking is, why are so many people who said they weren't going to buy the game this angry? Y'all remember that? Remember when they first announced Last of Us Part 2? Excuse me, when they announced Last of Us? And a lot of people saying, oh, we don't need that. Oh, they were saying the same thing. It's a cash grab. It's a cash grab. Oh, it's $70. All this bullshit. So I was thinking, oh, well, damn, I guess the sales for this game ain't gonna be that good because like, I'm thinking, oh, the sales for this game might not be that good because all these people saying it's a cash grab, but they're not gonna buy it. And oh, who needs to play Last of Us a third time? Oh, now it's been, you know, this game is released already in a remastered form. Where's the listen, the multi this community yo, look, this community is so funny, right? Because I will say this, disclaimer, full disclaimer, I do think multiplayer, like, as someone who played factions multiplayer, I played it quite a bit, I enjoyed it quite a bit. You know, it does suck, and y'all know how I feel about factions 2. Like, where is Factions 2, right? This has been a good time to release Factions 2 and this remake all at the same time, and it could have just been a complete blowout. Like, oh my God, this is amazing. But no, they released this. Now, in terms of the multiplayer lacking, listen, man, I for the people who've actually played the multiplayer, like myself, like Jack, like BG, I can understand I can understand someone's frustration of like, yo, where's that multiplayer? But I'm more so looking at Factions 2. Like, yo, I want that Factions 2 multiplayer. That's where I'm looking at this at. But here's the other side of this too. A lot of people in this community don't play Factions or haven't played it. And I know some people may hear that, oh, well, Persona, that's a scapegoat. That doesn't matter. It should still be there. And I'm like, yeah, it should still be there. I'm not disagreeing with you with that, right? I do agree that Factions should be there. But the point that I'm trying to make is, for the person who does not play Factions, what are you missing out on? Now, I've already said that I agree that Factions should be there. I agree. I am not disputing that Factions should not be there. I agree 100%. But to the gamer who does not play Factions, what does that do for you? And those are the points that I always try to make when I ask, like, if I'm like talking to somebody on Twitter or in a space or on a podcast, when I ask those questions of, well, do you play it? Because this gaming politician shit that we keep seeing on social media, I'm telling you, man, it's disgusting. Because it's not about, no one is speaking from their experiences. They're speaking for the people. They're speaking for the gamer. And I'm like, who the fuck elected you as the king nerd in this community? Like, I've said this to y'all before. I don't care if you do or don't buy this game. I don't care. At least not to the level of what a lot of people like to pretend like they do when it comes to trying to speak out against buying something like this because of the lack of multiplayer or the business practices of the price or whatever the case may be, right? You enjoy what you enjoy. You buy what you buy. You see value in what you see value in. But the problem is that you have a lot of people in this community that are trying to use the fact that there is no factions attached to this remake and trying to tack that on to why this game is not worth 70. And my question is, one, do you play factions? And if the answer is no, my second question is, well, then what are you, not the gaming world and all this shit, what are you missing out on if you do not play factions? Because what is one of the things that people love to say about PlayStation? Oh, PlayStation's multiplayers are shitty. Oh, Uncharted is shitty. And oh, factions is not that good. They don't got no multiplayer. They don't got good multiplayer. Whatever. What are you missing out on? And oftentimes, the answer that you'll get is, well, it's not about me. Well, then why the fuck are we having this conversation if it's not about you personally? I don't give a fuck what you're talking about when it comes to the game. I'm speaking for the game, or I'm the gaming politician. I don't care. If it's not affecting you personally, why are we having this conversation? And that's the point that I'm trying to drive home here. At least one of the points. Should the factions be there? Yes. Should I personally think factions too. That's just me. Like, I want factions too, more than anything, personally speaking. But should factions be there? Yes. Yes. It should. It should be there. I'm not disputing that. It should be there. But for the gamers who are angry, do you play factions? And for the people who like to use the argument of, oh, what about the new players who've never played Last of Us? Then they wouldn't be missing out on anything at all, because there's nothing to miss out on because you haven't experienced any of it. So that doesn't work either. But all through social media, people crying, people complaining, people boo-hooing and all that. Oh my God, it's not worth 70.
It shouldn't cost $70.
You know what they love to say? Let me get these super chats. Shout out to Unicron, man. I appreciate you for the super chat, bro. Unicron, or not super chat. Hold on. Shout out to Unicron. 14 months as a member on the channel. Unicron, I appreciate you, bro. He says, "Sup, Sona. Once again, another PlayStation game, and all of a sudden there had to be drama. True, they should have dropped that video. Dead that drama. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you, Unicron. Like, yeah, they should have. And like I said, they should have dropped that, man. That's another narrative that PlayStation allowed to slip out of their hands. That should have dropped 100%. So I agree. Bird, man, Bird, I appreciate you, man. 4 months as a member on the channel. Always appreciate you, Bird, man, rocking out. Bird says, Sony is carrying gaming. They give you hype and something to complain about. Xbox gave us nothing. Oh, Bird, oh, Bird, you getting ahead of the show. We gonna talk about that Xbox side. Oh, trust. We're not gonna let that slip. Trust me, it's not gonna slip. Corey, what up, Corey? The $1 million question persona is, would this Last of Us remake even be a topic of discussion if it wasn't a PlayStation game? Corey, you and I both know the answer to that. We know the answer to that, Corey. But this is great for gamers. We know the answer, Corey. Come on now. SIE, man, SIE, I appreciate you for the super chat, bro. SIE don't gotta say nothing. SIE said the super chat is me saying something. Shout out to SIE, man, appreciate you. And then Chris B, I appreciate you for the super chat, bro. Chris says they want a discount because something was missing, even though it's something they never played. Still not a valid argument. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And again, the factions should be there. I agree 100% wholeheartedly. But for you personally, are you missing out on anything? Because do you play factions? If the answer is no, well, seems like fake outrage to me. Right? But see, I also want to clear up something else, because here's the other funny thing too, because I've seen a lot of people saying, oh yeah, they should have added dodge and prone, although I think that stuff would have been cool. It's kind of funny how, so like the question I'm asking is, so does dodge and prone, so does adding dodge and prone make this game worth $70? Like, it's just weird. It's just weird to me. Like, you're telling me those two things not being in the game means this game, never mind everything else that's being done, reworked, fixed, and all this. Dodge and prone is where you draw the line. Dodge and prone is where you say this is anti-consumer and this game shouldn't be $70. Is that what people? And this is why I say it's just so stupid, because these are some of the arguments that you got people saying. There's no dodge and prone. It shouldn't be 70, huh? Did we watch the same video? Here's the other side. I saw somebody, and I should have bookmarked it. I forgot to bookmark it. Somebody was saying, I saw somebody that said they should have added dogs into the game. No, they were saying, where are the dogs? Why can't we kill dogs in the game? Some stupid shit. And I'm like, did y'all even play what? Did y'all even play Last of Us 1 and 2? Do you know why the dogs are there? Those are military trained dogs of a different faction. That's not Firefly. What was the name of the faction in Last of Us 2? Let me see. It was what was it called, man? I forgot the name. I was trying to remember it. What was I saying? Oh, WLF, the Wolves, the WLF, the WLF. That's the Wolves. That's a military faction in Seattle. Military trained dogs, highly organized. In the first game, you fighting Firefly, man, which they're a group of survivors doing what they do. What the fuck are we talking about here, man? What are we talking about here, bruh? And that's what I'm saying. And you got people trying to change the definition of a remake. I got a PBS, y'all, man. That's what y'all gonna make me do. I got you. I got you. We're gonna go to Miriam. We're gonna go to Merriam-Webster, because Miriam got them facts. You heard? Miriam got them facts.
Remake, remake, remake.
Remake, to make anew or in a different form. What's the definition of a remaster? To create a new master of, especially by altering or enhancing the sound quality of an older recording.
Remaster.
Oh, Chris B, the raffles for a $30 PSN card. Somebody in the community threw a $30 to say, hey, do a giveaway. So I'm doing a giveaway. Are we looking at the same game? Our remaster is touching up. You touching shit up. This game is rebuilt from the ground up. Oh, reimagining. Yeah, let's look that up. Reimagining.
Reimagine.
To imagine again or anew. To form a new concept of recreate. Definition of recreate.
Recreate.
Recreate. To give new life or freshness to. Recreate or remaster. Either or. Those words I feel are both interchangeable. Or recreate, recreation or remaster, or remake or recreation to give new life or freshness to. Or recreate.
Recreate.
Recreate, this one. To form anew in the imagination. Like, why are people on social media so quick to change the definition of a word? It means what it means. This game is rebuilt or recreated or remade from the ground up for PlayStation 5. That's what they said. That's what it says. That's what it looks like. But you know what? I want to go to something else. I'm all over the place, I know, guys. Now the new term is reimagining. Reimagining. Like, yo, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy how like, did we all go to school? Like, I have to say that, man. Did we all go to school? Because, I mean, goddamn, bruh. Shit like this should not be this complicated. But it's always made this complicated. It's a remake or recreation, rebuilt from the ground up for the PlayStation 5. But I want to go a step further, though, because the other side of it is you got a lot of people angry that there is no Last of Us 2 gameplay or mechanics in this game. You know, like I said, no dodge, no prone and all this. And so, you know, people are trying to say, you know, it's not worth 70.
It shouldn't cost $70.
You know, all that bullshit, right? But I want to play something real quick. Oh, yeah, I had everything queued up, man. I made sure this time. I want to play what Neil Druckmann says here. Look at the articles, and then play. We're gonna dissect that 10-minute video they just did. But I want to hear what let's listen to what Neil Druckmann says here.
Dog fans, and
I think we jinxed ourselves. We were joking about last night, like, watch the assets will leak, and
Yes.
lo and behold, that's what happened.
well, the good news is there's some stuff that hasn't leaked that we have lots to share with people about all things at Naughty Dog. But first of all, it is it's a big month actually for Last of Us fans because Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary for Last of Us Part 2, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's crazy. 9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear from fans. They're still sending us letters and art, and these characters in this journey and this world mean so much to them. And it's just been kind of amazing. Like, Last of Us Part 2 early this year passed a pretty big milestone. It sold over 10 million units. And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Multiple projects. Okay, very interesting. So what can Last of Us fans expect in the future from you?
Thank you for asking, Jeff.
Yes.
So one of the things we've mentioned a while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode has evolved due to the team's ambition. They really wanted to do something beyond what we've ever done before at Naughty Dog. And we felt the way to do it justice is to make it a standalone title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years.
Let's take.
So you could
Wow.
see this is a certain.
Though I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So, and PC, and instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right, let's take a look at the Last of Us Part 1. So fascinating how it's going to sort of bob and weave, and are these characters we know from the game that they're playing? New characters? Can you tell us anything?
Yes.
Right?
That's right. We wanted to give people the definitive version of the first game that wasn't encumbered by any technology. Wanted to find a way to get even closer to our original vision. We're able to do it on the PS5 and PC. And instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right, let's take a look at the Last of Us Part 1.
We're not gonna play the trailer. Hold up.
Can it? Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
It's because you did these. I mean, these performances you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original.
Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the PS5 than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like this brand new AI, like all the combat is redone. Just the fidelity of everything.
He said it, all the combat is redone.
All the animators went and studied those.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
Back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah, actually, we came up with a process where you could take the original animation that we did for the faces and kind of like retarget it on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity. And then the animators went back and
We're
studied.
seeing side by sides here, just how much it has changed. That you went and you redid the models and rebuilt everything.
Everything was rebuilt from the ground up. Same art director, re-art directed the whole thing from the ground up. But the great thing about these faces is that they're closer to the original performance. All the animators went and studied those videos and got it closer to what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like this brand new AI, like all the combat is redone.
Brand new AI and all the combat is redone. I don't hear him mentioning anything about The Last of Us 2 combat in this at all. But let's continue.
Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we wanted to give, knowing because of the show, because they're all new players for PS5 and PC, we wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us.
We wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us. Not, hey, we wanted to just shoehorn Last of Us 2 gameplay into Last of Us 1 and sell it to you for $70.
It shouldn't cost $70.
They wanted to create the definitive version of what their vision was for The Last of Us Part 1. And that's what they did.
Amazing. Well, now you guys get to replay. I mean, when was the last time you guys played?
All right, now you're going into some bullshit, Jeff. We don't want to hear that. But then let's go to the blog article, because the blog article said the exact same thing. Let's zoom in. I want to make sure we zoom in for the folks. We've implemented modernized gameplay, improved controls, and expanded accessibility options in this single-player experience to allow even more individuals to enjoy the game. Effects, exploration, and combat have all been enhanced, leveraging the PS5's power hardware. We also implemented 3D audio, haptic feedback, adaptive triggers. Both returning fans and new players alike will have the opportunity to experience both The Last of Us Part 1 and its prequel, Left Behind, in a whole new way. That's the other thing, man. You also getting the Left Behind prequel. All of that is in this, right? Being redone. I still don't see anything about Last of Us Part 2. Now, I would be lying if I didn't say, oh, I would have thought like it would have been it would have been closer to Last of Us 2, because and technically it is, because it's in the Last of Us 2 engine. It's all up to date, and the movement and everything has all been redone. But everyone is hung up on the dodge and the prone. That's Last of Us 2 shit. I don't see the mention of anything like that here. So once again, you got people angry over shit that they themselves formulated in their head, because no one said anything about that. Again, social media is yo, gamers, listen. Social media is rotting your brain if you allow shit like this to get you angry. The lack of reading comprehension, the lack of the blatant misinformation. It's disgusting. It's running rampant. Now, again, I'm not putting it all on the gamers or on the community, because PlayStation is to share with this blame, because they did not get out ahead of this by putting out the fucking video. PlayStation is not absolved here, man. Again, controlling that narrative, being upfront, being forward, being clear, concise, and direct. Clear, concise, and direct. PlayStation shares a lot of this blame of all these people running around social media so angry for no reason, because no one said this. Jay Sway, people want this game to fail. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've been wanting Last of Us to fail for years, though. They've been wanting Naughty Dog to fail for years, because of how great they are. But let's go to the new video. Oh, you know what? Because in a new video, bruh. That's what they want. That is what they want. But let's look at the new video, because this video is very important. And again, PlayStation, I know you listen to PlayStation. You should have put this out. You should have put this out like 2 weeks ago, man. Like, really, this shit, we wouldn't be in this situation. Oh damn, that shit loud as fuck.
I'm coming.
More than 2 years ago, when we were finishing Last of Us Part 2, and we were working on those flashbacks within that scene for the first game, we got excited with the idea of like, oh man, what if we made The Last of Us Part 1 to look as good, if not better, than what we have done with Last of Us Part 2, which we really pushed the boundaries of like what we could do from gameplay and a graphical standpoint, and felt like if we do that, we could actually come even closer to our original vision of what the first game would have been had we not been constrained by technology.
So once again, we're going about the original vision of Last of Us 1. What we're playing when Last of Us Part 1 Remake comes out September 2nd, we are going to be playing the original vision of what they wanted to make. Oh, shout out to Strictly. He says Naughty Dog is like a team that keeps winning the championship. The haters hate to see them win, but we know they are the GOATs. That's a fact. Rebuilt. They keep saying that, man, and they have to keep saying that. This that PBS bullshit that I be telling y'all about. I mean, I'm glad they're doing this because people easily misconstrue shit, but it's stuff like this. Like they're gonna have to keep saying this, man. Rebuilt, remade, it's rebuilt, it's redone. Like
the original creative vision of The Last of Us, I think in a lot of ways was larger than what the PlayStation 3 was capable of.
They making a good. He just said something very important that I think a lot of people forget. A lot of people forget that this game was not developed on a PlayStation 4. Last of Us, because that's the other thing between Last of Us 1 and Last of Us 2. Last of Us 1 and Last of Us 2's development are a generation apart. They weren't both made on the same SKUs. They both weren't made in the same generation. We're talking a PlayStation 3 game, which is 2 gens back. This is a 2-generation old game. This thing didn't release, it was remastered with prettier graphics and shit and put on the PS4 literally 6 months to a year later because of how late it released in the PS3 generation. But this game was not built from the ground up for the PlayStation 4 like The Last of Us Part 2 is. And it's an entirely different engine.
The tech of the PS5, it's like an open box of tools and goodies that we can play from and draw from. The 4K, HDR, improved haptics, 60 frames, help us to...
You telling me, yo, I'm telling you, yo, a lot of y'all casual as fuck, bruh. I mean that respectfully, disrespectfully. Look how she moving, bruh.
4K, HDR...
Hold up, bruh. Look how the fuck she moving, bro. Look how fluid that transition is, man. Yo, y'all telling me that this look the same? What we talking about here, bruh? Look at shooting movement. Ayo, come on, man. Ayo, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop, bro. Y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all really gotta stop, man.
Reimagine The Last of Us. It gave us opportunity.
Bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? Are y'all kidding me, bro? Y'all pulling my leg. Y'all pulling my leg, bro. Look at the difference here. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bruh? And you got the community crying over a fucking dodge and a fucking and a prone. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out my face. I don't want to hear that.
Opportunities to rebuild our characters at the highest fidelity.
Are you?
Not only are the characters
look,
more
just
detailed,
look.
I mean down to the irises.
But it's a remaster.
It looks like
It
DLC.
shouldn't cost $70.
It looks like DLC.
It shouldn't cost $70.
It looks like DLC.
It shouldn't cost $70.
It looks like DLC.
It shouldn't cost $70.
It's a remaster. That's what they told you. It's a remaster. Oh, well, it doesn't really look that different. It looks like the same game. You don't get your ass up out my face with that bullshit.
Depth. You know, you fall into the eyes of the characters.
Bro. Hey, yo, bro. Hey, yo, PlayStation, come here, PlayStation. Come closer. I want to talk to you. PlayStation, Neil Druckmann. No, I want to talk to you. Why didn't you put this out sooner? Why didn't you put this out sooner? I wanted to slap these fools up 2 weeks ago. Damn it, man. Yo, if you look at this and say this is just a remaster, respectfully, you're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. If you look at this and think this is a remaster, you're a dumbass, respectfully.
From that, the facial animation is just way more believable. Like all the nuances, all the little subtle reactions, glances, glares, right? Like you get all of it almost closer to sort of the original performances.
So no matter what, you stick to me like glue. Like glue. Like glue. Got it.
Bro, look at Najee Jeter, bro. Look at that, bro. Look at my man's hair. Look at his face. Come on, man. Are we really gonna look at this and think, oh yeah, this ain't shit? This is just another remaster. Are you kidding me? These be the same dudes that talk about respect the devs. Shut up. Practice what you preach and respect the devs. Shut up.
Good, good.
We are able now to not only just have the highest fidelity characters in the
Jay
cutscene,
Gamer, what up, bro?
but also in gameplay. It's the same character, so now we can do these seamless transitions in and out. Every part of the game has benefited from seamless transitions and emotional scripting.
Pretty good, huh?
This is in game. Remember what they were saying? Oh, well, you know, they only showing cutscenes. This is gameplay. Look at the man's face.
Our stories happen in gameplay on a stick.
She knew my mom.
Hey, yo, look at
It shouldn't cost $70.
It looks like DLC.
It's just a remaster. That's what they said, guys. It's just a remaster cash grab. Shut up. Oh, let me get these super chats real quick. Yo, Strict man, appreciate you. He says, Persona, stop holding it back and go off. Talk. Hey, yo, appreciate it. He said it. I think that was a mistake. You said it twice. I appreciate you, Strict. Andy, I appreciate you for the super chat. He says, saying this should be like part 2 is like saying a sky glider should be like a Zero Dawn. What's that? Saying a sky glider should be in a Zero Dawn remake. Very disingenuous. Ah, that's a good point, Andy. That's a good point. The sky glider is a Forbidden West thing. If a Zero Dawn remake were to happen, it shouldn't be there. It should not be there. Fake outrage, appreciate you for the super chat. He said, you called me, Persona, I'm here. Yo, shout out to you, fake outrage, appreciate you.
All this stuff is designed to keep you constantly in this world.
Bro, look. Hey yo, look at this, man. Look at, hey yo, shorty baby hairs are laid, bruh. Hey yo, this a remaster. Hey yo, chat, this a remaster.
It's my opinion. It's my opinion.
It's a remaster. It's a remaster. That's what they said. It's a remaster. That's what they said, guys. They don't see no difference. They don't see no difference. It looked like the same game. That's what they said.
It's my opinion.
Hey, yo, get out my face.
In this world.
Riley, come here. No, you got this. Go.
One of the things that the PlayStation 5 is really enabling is that we're able to have a density of physics objects in a scene that we could never do before. Like, this has always been the dream, is to have this number of bumpables, chippables, breakables, destructible objects in a scene. It just makes the world feel rich, makes it feel lived in. Materials can have the properties that you'd expect. The turret truck in Pittsburgh, when it's firing at you and it's just ripping apart the concrete and sending objects flying left and right.
Seeing things break, like there's fear, there's a real fear that it invokes.
And it's giving us a much more dynamic range of gameplay to play with.
Around him!
Our AI tech has just increased.
Listen here, this is important. He about to talk about some important shit, guys. Listen carefully to what he's saying.
AI tech has just increased. Our AI tech has just increased incredibly. What we were building the basis off of was The Last of Us Part 2's AI. And it has sophisticated systems for things like the fundamental knowledge model of how these NPCs perceive and understand what the player is much more sophisticated.
Now how the enemies are
There go your Last of Us 2. You ain't got to dodge in a prone, but you got that Last of Us 2 AI.
It shouldn't cost $70. It shouldn't cost $70.
You ain't got your dodge and your prone, but you got that AI though.
It shouldn't cost $70.
Oh boy, let's play that back. Let's play that back.
And understand what the player is much more sophisticated.
now how the enemies are communicating with each other, how they're chasing you, how they're flanking you, how intense that fight feels. It's so much more rewarding coming out of it from the other side.
Yo, I can't wait to play this game on survival and grounded. That AI is going to be bananas. Yo, Last of Us 2's AI was crazy, bro. Them enemies, if you were playing Last of Us 2 on like Survivor, or the hard difficulty, those enemies were tough. And they got that AI system in this first game. I'm going into this game. If Grounded is there, like, out the gate, I'm doing Grounded first playthrough. That AI is going to be unforgiving, and I can't wait.
Get out! One of the other big AI improvements is the buddies. The buddies technology that we developed for The Last of Us Part 2 has this very sophisticated understanding of like, okay, this is where the enemies can see their exposure. We not only have exposure, we have future exposure. So buddies can know, okay, that enemy is walking forward and they're about to round this corner. So in 3 seconds, that corner is going to be exposed. So I'd better move now to avoid this enemy seeing me. This really lets the buddies make very complex decisions and main.
Bro, look. Are you listening to what he's saying? So your teammate's AI is not just going like, so you see how Joel's just standing there? Ellie is moving back because she's anticipating that he's gonna walk up, so she needs to move further back and move around so that he doesn't see her. Come on, man. Are y'all listening?
This really lets the buddies make very
look how she start moving back. He coming up.
Decisions and maintain that feeling of stealth much more believably.
And she's moving around.
Another big enhancement to the gameplay is that we have this technology called motion matching. Motion matching is this technology that's basically using logic that tries to match the desired movement to a bucket of hundreds of animations. A mocapped actor has gone in and run this whole gauntlet of movements to get a really full set of all the different ways a person can move.
Y'all not listening. So they redid the entire movement system of the game, and they re-mocapped the entire movement system. It's an entirely revamped moving system now, which is more upgraded, next gen.
A mocapped actor has gone in and run this whole gauntlet of movements to get a really full set of all the different ways a person can move. And then it's basically every frame trying to find the best matching animation that fits the path of where the character is going to go. And this motion model just gives this really seamless sense of transition. The player's movement is just a lot cleaner. It's this really smooth, organic movement through the space.
First, we just have.
Yo, Aaron, I appreciate you for the super chat. He says, was dismembering a part of the first game? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I believe it was.
To build that core experience. And then beyond that, we wanted to add several features that fans have been asking for. For example, we now have a permadeath mode.
Oh, it's like permadeath mode.
Along that, we've added a brand new speedrun mode, so players can time themselves. There's a whole community of gamers that just want to see how fast they can play through this game. Beyond that, we added a bunch more of unlockables. So there's all these different outfits for Ellie and Joel that people can unlock. A model viewer mode, so people can really appreciate the details. We added award-winning accessibility features.
Every single accessibility option that we offer, that's a barrier removed for someone.
As she surveys the apartment, her eyes wander to Joel. She steps past the couch. He wears the wristwatch Sarah gifted him, which now has a cracked face.
To my knowledge, this is the first PlayStation game that has audio description built into the game, built into the cinematics.
Now it's nighttime. Joel stirs in his sleep.
And that's really the way we've tried to push the frontier of accessibility on this game.
Some of the best, real talk, some of the best accessibility options in games are in PlayStation's games. And with this new narration mode that they're talking about, that's the first time that this has ever been done in a game. The entire game is going to be, if you're somebody with a specific type of disability, this entire game is now going to narrate to you from start to finish. That is a breakthrough in accessibility options for those who need it. That's big. That's huge. It's good stuff. I mean, obviously, I don't need that stuff, but that stuff is still very important. I think for gamers who need that. That's big, man. Oh yeah, Sergeant 12, that requires some work, but you know what they say.
It shouldn't cost $70.
It looks like DLC.
It shouldn't cost $70.
It looks like DLC.
So much of the identity of The Last of Us is the world.
We revamped completely the art direction. You know, everything from these expansive.
Come on, bro. This look like DLC though. That's what they look how the PS4 Pro version of this game look, and then look at the PS5 and tell me this is just a remaster. That's what they telling you. It's a remaster, guys.
You know, everything from these expansive.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, guys. Talk to me in the chat though. Talk to me in the chat.
It looks like DLC.
Talk to me in the chat.
Vistas that not only are they beautiful, but you feel the environments. You feel the environments in a much more visceral way. The rooftops overlooking the Capitol building, for example, like just the breath of fresh air when you go up there and you just like, you feel that sort of release in.
Oh, yo, J Gamer, stick around. Stick around, J Gamer, because that's what we're gonna close the show out with, is we're gonna talk about these Xbox fanboys and the bullshit that they trying to push out here. Stick around, because I'm gonna touch on that.
Intention, and then, you know, to juxtapose that down in the tunnels in Wilds, and you get that dank, flooded tunnel feel, that humidity, you can actually feel it. All these environments are just completely reimagined.
Come on, man. Hey, yo, that's crazy. Look how foggy the gate, look how foggy the train station. Yo, real talk too, the train station definitely was like, it's hard to see down there when you're walking through, bro. It is really, like, you have to be in a very dark room, because like if you got any light on, it's really hard to see down there. And look how they just redid that, bro. So much cleaner and clearer, and the smoke is in the right area. It just looks so much better.
These environments are just completely reimagined.
Wow.
Now we got our engine on the PS5, those haptics, the 3D audio, the fast loading. It really creates a much more immersive, and because of that, much more emotional experience.
One of the things I absolutely love with the 3D audio in The Last of Us Part 1 is being able to hear an enemy before they sneak up on you.
Oh, yo, that's one thing too. I can't wait to play this game with the H9, InZone H9 headset. Oh man, that shit is gonna sound amazing. I can't wait.
And trying to do a stalker fight with the 3D audio is just so much fun. You're hearing them skitter around in a different room, and you're hearing them trying to get it behind you. Having that two-part reaction of like hearing, turning, seeing, reacting, it just really heightens that sense of just being grounded. You are in this character, you are in this world. Now, with the PlayStation 5, the amount of control that developers have over the DualSense, it's really, really cool. All the guns in the game have a variable amount of resistance on the triggers when you aim them. The way it works with the bow is that at the very beginning, when they're starting to draw the bow, there's a little bit of resistance. And then as the bow gets tauter and tauter, the amount of resistance is increasing. And then when you release the bow, you're also getting that resistance going out of the trigger. When you are aiming and firing the shotgun, you're going to get a haptic vibration on the shot. And then what I think is one of the ways that the DualSense really advances things is you're going to get a haptic vibration on the pump of the shotgun. And what's much more sophisticated about that on the DualSense is that, in effect, has a little like speaker in it. And it's...
You know what's so funny, you know, about what he's explaining here, right? A lot of what he's explaining here is those next-gen features. One of the funny things about people in this community is people keep saying, well, where's the upgrade? Where's this? Where's that? The man is explaining to you the next gen features that are going to be in this game. People keep trying to minimize 3D audio, haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and all that stuff, and trying to say that that stuff is not enough to to warrant. That's not substantial enough. And my question to those people is, well, if those things aren't substantial enough, why did you buy a PlayStation 5? The controller, haptics, 3D audio, and all that stuff are in the fast loading and all that stuff. Those are all big parts of the generational leap between the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. So if that stuff was not, if you're looking at this or hearing this stuff and saying that this stuff is not substantial enough, why? Shout out to the folks that just subbed to the channel. I appreciate you. If that stuff is not substantial enough, why do you own a PlayStation 5? If we're going to say that those I'm legit asking, if we are going to minimize those features as not being valid upgrades or it's not enough, you should still be on PlayStation 4. You shouldn't be on next gen consoles because these are the upgrades. Fast loading, adaptive triggers, haptic feedback, 3D audit. These are the upgrades. Better AI, and better looking environments and visuals and all that stuff. These are the upgrades. What the fuck are you on this console? What are you on PS5 for? Like, I'm legit asking, what are you on PlayStation 5 for, if not for this stuff? It's crazy, man. Let's finish this out, though.
That comes through in the vibrations, and those two beats is what you're going to feel on the controller.
This looks like a good spot.
This also ties in to the new workbench animations. So if you're seeing Joel taking apart a gun or screwing something in or putting a new stock on a gun, that moment where he's like jamming that on, you're gonna get that haptic feedback on that. We have, haptics all across the board, for all the moments you kind of expect, for clambering, jumping, landing, meleeing, getting meleeed, like all those kind of high intensity moments we have represented in the haptics. What I personally absolutely adore is the way we can enhance the really quiet, subtle moments of gameplay. So it's like when Joel goes in to pet the giraffe, getting that little light touch on the haptics as he's petting the giraffe. To me, that's the essence of The Last of Us. It's the high tension moments, it's the low tension moments, it's all of it feeling grounded. You're feeling immersed in this world. It's all about bringing you along with that story in as many ways as we can, and that's what the new technology on the PlayStation 5 is allowing.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Jury's still out.
There's something special about that core experience of playing as Joel and Ellie on this journey. Then to take that experience and really honor it and keep the authenticity of it, but elevate it in every way possible, whether it's pipeline, whether it's art direction, whether it's a technology, everything that allows us to make that experience better. Not different, extremely better. That's why, to me, this...
Y'all missing what my man Neil Druckmann is saying. Let's play that back. Let's play that back. I want y'all to listen closely. Listen to what he's saying.
And really honor it and experience of...
So is that everything you hoped for?
Jury's still out.
There's something special about that core experience of playing as Joel and Ellie on this journey. Then to take that experience and really honor it and keep the authenticity of it, but elevate it in every way possible, whether it's pipeline, whether it's art direction, whether it's a technology, everything that allows us to make that experience better. Not different, extremely better. Everything that allows us to make that experience better. Not different, extremely better. Everything that allows us to make that experience better. Not different, extremely better.
PlayStation, why didn't you release this like 2 weeks ago, man? This bullshit, this useless discourse this week could have been avoided. Not different, better. Extremely better, but not different. And I gotta be honest with y'all, man. Seeing what I saw here in this 10-minute clip, I'm happy with my purchase. I'm happy with my pre-order, and I can't wait to play this September 2nd. It's a day one. We playing it. We platinum in it. We having fun with this. But damn it, PlayStation, why didn't you release this like 2 weeks ago? Because this answers everyone's questions. It clears the air on everything. It clears the air on everything, man. And I just hate that narrative is slipped away. So now people feel what they feel. They're going to think what they think because that narrative slipped away. Naughty Dog and PlayStation have only themselves to blame. The narrative slipped. It slipped. But as a long-time Last of Us fan, as a long-time Naughty Dog fan, I can't wait to play this. I can't wait to play this. Now, let me reiterate for the people that might just be coming in. Like I said at the beginning of the show, PlayStation messed up by not putting this video out sooner. They should have put this out during when the game went gold. They should have dropped this video. Also, like I said earlier, when it comes to factions, I do agree that factions should have been here, right? But the caveat to that is, if you are someone who does not play factions, what are you missing out on? And for the new people who have never played a Last of Us game, you're not missing out on anything. So it comes down to you having to make a decision of, if you're not someone who plays factions, is that $70 price tag still something you are willing to pay for the experience that you're getting here? If your answer is no, wait for a sale. If your answer is yes, then enjoy the game and buy it. That's it. All these people that are, oh yeah, you know, what about factions? Even though I don't play factions, it should still be there for the people who enjoy it. Shut up. Right? But I agree that factions should be here. I agree wholeheartedly. I can't dispute that. I can't fight that. There is no defending that. And like I said with the narrative of PlayStation, it's an L. But at the same time, what I'm getting here, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied, and it's worth the 70 to me, personally speaking. Oh boy, Morpheus, did you subscribe to the channel just to say that? Hey man, Morpheus. the mods in the chat not gonna let you ride, brother. Hey, the mods ain't gonna let you slide on that one, brother. You feel me? You really sub to the channel just to say that? You ain't got nothing better to do in your life? You have nothing better to do in your life than to sub to my channel just to say some clown shit like that? Really? What satisfaction do you get from that? I know you're still listening. Even though Jamar hid you from the channel, I know you're still listening. What satisfaction do you get from that? Are you that much of a loser in your real life that this is what you do? It's kind of sad. Might want to reevaluate yourself, man. Take a long, hard look in the mirror and truly decide if this is the person that you want to be. Do you want to be a loser troll with no social skills, no friends, and stalking random gaming podcasts to talk shit about a game that you more than likely have not played? Now, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're saying, yes, I am happy with the person that I have become by doing said things, then have at it, enjoy yourself, do what you do. But if your answer is no, I suggest, and listen, I'm just some random guy on the internet, so, you know, you don't have to take my suggestions, but just hear me out. I suggest, 1, go to therapy. and work out whatever personal demons you might have. 2, get into IT, get you some money, make you some money, get out your mom's basement, right? Make you some money, you know, you want to be self-sustaining. 2, make you some money. And 3, if you disagree, put your own thoughts out there. You know, put your own thoughts out there and tell the world why you disagree with what Naughty Dog might be doing. That's all you got to do. It's that easy. Those 3 things will make you much happier in life. If not anything, I would say at least go to therapy. Because what you're doing, you need to talk to somebody. You have a lot of pent-up anger, and you need to work that out. So go to therapy. You definitely go to therapy, 100%. Yo, Aaron, man, appreciate you for the super chat, bro. He says, love the accessibility features here. Imagine that millions of players that couldn't play the first game now can actually play it. Yeah, I think that stuff is great. I think that stuff is really cool. I think, again, having the full narration of the entire game like that, I don't think a lot of people are giving that one accessibility feature enough credit. That's huge, man. that is huge, man. That is really, really huge. A lot of these dudes are going through a lot of mental struggles. Shit is sad. Listen, Impatient Fire, they are, and this is why I say therapy, man. I tell y'all all the time, therapy is a very great thing, right? Especially for the men, fellas. I get it, man. Us as men, you know, we always got to be rah rah rah, which I get. You understand? But even for us men, sometimes you need somebody. Sometimes you got to make sure, you know, you want the outside muscles to be good, but you also got to work the most important muscle, which is the brain, man. And if the brain ain't good, the whole body is all fucked up, right? So think of therapy as a tune-up for your brain. Take that as you would, right? But the last thing I want to talk about real quick, yo, Andy said, the only mental struggle I'm going through is not opening my work email. Hey, yo, listen, man. When I go on vacation, I mean, I love going on vacation, but like, coming back from vacation as an IT person, especially if you're like higher up and like, you know, a lot of people depend on you. Hey, yo, you easily gonna have 200 plus emails from like different, cause like a lot of the shit that I get in terms of like my emails will be like certain requests or certain people at my organization reaching out, or a lot of vendor emails too, man, like of new vendors like, hey, check this out, look at this, we see you might need this. It's just hundreds of emails that just bullshit, man. Oh my god. Amanda said mental hygienics. Yes, absolutely. That's very important. If nothing else, I think that's very important. All right, last thing I want to talk about real quick, guys. Listen, like I said, my like one of the things I also want to preference here as well, I'm not trying to sell this game to nobody, right? I'm giving my thoughts based upon what I have, based off the information that I have been given. This is what they put out. This is my interpretation of it. This is how I feel. Like I said, I don't care if it's like 130 of you in here watching the show. Shout out to y'all, by the way. I don't care if you don't buy the game. If all 130 of you say, you know what, Persona, I'm not buying this game, that's no skin off my back. I'm not losing no sleep, because I'm not here trying to sell you the game. If you buy it, you buy it. If you don't, you don't. I'm giving my thoughts and opinions based upon the information that I'm getting, and giving my thoughts like, all right, you know, I think it's cool, man. But the last thing I want to talk about is PlayStation fanboys. You know what? The zealots. Because anytime there's a slither of bad news that pertains to PlayStation, you get these Schmeagle-looking ass motherfuckers that slither out of there. Master must defend the Xbox. Master must be pretty. Oh, the pretty Xbox. Master, I shall defend it. You get these Schmeagle ass motherfuckers that slither out their holes and want to talk that bullshit, right? And the audacity of any of these Xbox zealots The audacity of you to open your mouth to say anything with the year that you are having with Xbox. Keep your mouth shut. We are going on month 8 of 2022 with Xbox not releasing a high quality AAA first party game. Keep your mouth shut. Because no, absolutely not. The amount of Xbox zealots that I seen running their mouth this week about this excuse me, hold on. The amount of Xbox zealots that I see running their mouth this week about this Last of Us 1 remake situation, and I'm sitting back and I'm looking and I'm like, well, ain't this about a bitch? You got people who ain't got no games, no substantial AAA first party games releasing this year, and really, we don't know when they're releasing next year. There's no dates. They got the nerve to open their mouth and fix their lips to say what? Hello, FTC? Somebody call the FTC, man. It's time for the FTC to pull up. FTC got to pull up, man. Hello, FTC? The audacity, the unmitigated gall for you to open your mouth to say anything with the year you're having? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. PlayStation and Nintendo have carried this year, and realistically speaking, carried this generation so far. We are creeping up. We're coming up on year 2. November will make 2 years since PlayStation and Xbox have released. We are creeping into the 3rd year of this console generation, and Xbox has not delivered yet. And you want to fix your lips to talk about The Last of Us 1 and if it's worth it? And if it's a cash grab? It's not a good value? It's not next gen? You want to dare fix your lips to say such blasphemy? Especially with the year you're having? Are you sure? Y'all know what I love to say. Are you sure you're qualified to have this conversation? That's my question. Are you qualified to have this conversation? Because PlayStation and Nintendo fans, they can have a conversation about the games that's released since 2020 to now, because games have released. So a conversation with PlayStation and Nintendo, oh yeah, you know, I can't wait for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Oh man, I can't wait for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Oh man, I was really enjoying Kirby Forgotten Land. Oh man, I was really enjoying Horizon Forbidden West. I was really enjoying Sifu. I'm really enjoying Stray. I'm really enjoying GT7. I can't wait to play God of War Ragnarok. I enjoy Pokemon Arceus. I can't wait to play Forspoken in 2023. I can't wait to play Final Fantasy 16. I can't wait to play Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I can't wait to play Breath of the Wild 2. You can't fix your lips. You're not qualified to have this conversation. Not with the year you have been having in the year 2022. You're not qualified. Hogwarts, shout out to Stone. Hogwarts. Oh shit, I forgot about the giveaway. All right, guys, let's close the giveaway. So the giveaway is closed now, and we are about to pick a winner, right? And the winner is TLOU. TLOU, shout out to you, bro. TLOU, you won, man. TLOU 83. Congrats, bro. You won the $30 PSN card. Hit me up on Twitter. Oh, TLOU, you in the chat? You in the chat, TLOU? What's your Twitter? At J. Yo, congrats, TLOU. What's your Twitter, man? What's your Twitter? I'll send you the $30 code, man. Congrats, man. Congrats, man. Congrats. TLOU won the lotto. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Congrats. DNF Duel is fire, Jesus. Mr. Uchiha said at drama 256. Yeah, DNF is a great game, man. I love DNF. It's JLou 80 J_Lou 83. All right, I'm gonna send you the code. Actually, I'm gonna send it right now. I'm gonna send that to you right now, brother. J_Lou. What is it? J_Lou 83. Congrats, man. TLOU, I'm happy you won. And you know, like I said, shout out to the person in the community that did this, sponsored this giveaway, man. I really appreciate it. Okay, so TLOU. $30 this time. Sorry. All right, I just messaged you, TLOU, so you got that. High on Life about to be game of the year. High on Life looks good. But the point that I'm trying to make is that Xbox zealots are not qualified to have this type of conversation of what they're trying to have with The Last of Us. Not qualified, man. Like, and I know that may sound a bit harsh to some people, or they may think, oh, it's some fanboy shit. I don't mean that in a fanboy way. I mean that realistically, looking at the year that Xbox has had, Xbox zealots are not qualified to have any type of conversations about any games that are releasing on PlayStation, because at least PlayStation is releasing high quality AAA first party games. Xbox has yet to see that, and I mean that respectfully, man. You're not qualified to have this conversation. If some Xbox dude come into a space or whatever, I'm not having no conversation with you about this, man, because you're not qualified. If you prefer Xbox and trying to talk about the problems with The Last of Us 1, you're not qualified to have that conversation, because look in the mirror. Look at your console. Look at the lack of content on that console this year. You're not qualified, man. You're not. And you may not want to hear that, but it's the truth, man. You're not qualified. You're just not qualified, man. Come back when you have a AAA game worth it. Here's the thing too, right? Even this The Last of Us 1 remake looks better than anything that Xbox has released this year. That's how crazy that. You know what? All right, man. This ain't. I ain't about to. It's too easy, bro. It's too. This shit is way too easy, bruh. The Last of Us 1 remake looks better than anything that has released this year on this generation so far on the Xbox. And you an Xbox zealot trying to have this conversation? You're not qualified, man. You're just not qualified. Take that how you will. That's all I got. But listen, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's Friday. I hope you guys do have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. First off, I hope you enjoyed the show. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Shout out to the new subs. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the super chats. you know, and I appreciate you. Round of applause for the folks in the chat. Listen, I appreciate y'all. TLOU, he just got his PSN card, $30 code, so he's good. He's happy. Shout out again, congrats TLOU, man, on winning that $30 PSN. And like I said, congrats to the person in the community who sent that out and was like, hey, do a giveaway. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, you got it. I'm like, it was out the blue too. Like, I looked at my phone, I seen the notification. I said, yo, who the hell just sent me some money? What the hell's going on? Like, I ain't used to people sending me. I'm used to giving the money away. I was like, what the hell is this? I'm looking at, what the fuck? So, you know, shout out to that person in the community. You know, you always appreciate it. We appreciate you. Listen, guys, Saturday morning, 11 a.m. What's Up PlayStation podcast with me and Bari. It's a lot to talk about. We going in, man. It's a lot to talk about, man. Can't wait to chop it up with my boy Bari. I haven't talked to Bari all week. You feel me? So you know, it's good to chop it up with him this week, this Saturday, because you know he took a break from Twitter. So I was like, you know what, you know, you need a break, which I get it, man. Which I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of getting there too, man. Like, I need a break from all this bullshit, man. I need a break from all this bullshit, right? So, but you know, we're gonna chop it up tomorrow. Also, Bari is on Crossfire podcast right now, actually, with Mooch. Shout out to my boy Mooch. Shout out to my boy Mooch, man. He's here, man. So I can't wait to. I'm about to tune into that, play some games. So listen, guys, I'm about to put the link to that Crossfire podcast. Oh, he got a good panel too. Also, Crap Gamer, he not gonna be on the podcast no more. This gonna be his last show, so I'm definitely gonna want to. I definitely want to know why he leaving. You know, I think I have an idea why, but I do want him to kind of like, you know, tell us. I want to hear from him. I know why. I definitely know why. But he's got a good panel here tonight too. It's Xbot 448, Mooch, Jez, Bari, Dreamcast guy, Crusader, and Brat. That's a good panel. It's gonna be a good conversation. So definitely check out Crossfire, man. Right. And like I said, WUPS tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Me and Bari. And listen, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 205 of When Persona Speaks. If you did, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Please be safe. And it's been your boy Persona, and I'm out. Peace.